You know how in like 90% of games where a boss will do something that is so dumb and would obviously leave it open to attack that you wonder why they would ever think it would be good in the first place? That is literally the best way to sum up the Unity runtime fee. Someone must have been threatened with the bluntest high definition render pipe that the world has ever seen, because there is no way that anyone in their right mind at Unity thought that people would be fine with them charging them per install. I'm not here to talk about that though, and if you want to learn about that, watch Code Monkey or something. I'm here to talk about how switching to Unreal Engine was the best thing for my game in 300 years. It was so good for Adrenaline, in fact, that I stopped making the project entirely.
Oh, that's not
in the sense that, so basically after Unity decided it wanted to quit being a game engine and start being a one-way ticket to financial ruin, I decided to move to Unreal Engine, and unfortunately I couldn't take Adrenaline with me. So I needed to start a new project, but what should I make? At first I thought this would be a great opportunity to finally do that brand deal and make Ratatouille for the PSP, but unfortunately DreamWorks never got back to me on that one, so I left me with only one other idea. Monkeys with stretchy arms that race for a banana. The stretchy arms would act like grapple hooks, and the game would be an online multiplayer game through Steam. Seeing as I already had Steam paid for Adrenaline, I could surely just reuse it for OranguTangle, right? So apparently not, but I was able to make a deal with Steam to get another page that thankfully did not cost my firstborn child. It cost my second. I'm not going to be setting up this page for a while in case I do an indie game dev and give up on the project, but even though I don't think that'll happen, I'd prefer not to pay the Steam fee again. With the idea of the game done, it was time to actually make it. At first I tried making the grapple through some tutorials, but seeing as this is my first time using Unreal Engine and I wanted the grapple to feel good, I decided to go with an asset from the Unreal Asset Store or whatever it's called. Though I did have to edit this a lot to get it to work with things like multiplayer. I'm going to come clean and just say the things I'm going to make here myself. So the lava is an asset, though it doesn't work on Intel graphics cards, so I had to make a workaround for that. The buildings were free for the month, the banana is off Poly Pizza, the orangutan is part of the Quake animal set, and you get the idea. Basically anything visual wasn't done by me because I suck at visual stuff. You may be thinking, what did you do in this project that took you like 5 months to make? And I'll tell you at the end of the video. But as for gameplay, I made a few game modes. The main one is speedrunning mode, where you have to get the fastest time. There's also a knockout mode, where you try and knock the other players off the island. And I'm working on a tag mode, where you can tag people. You can actually go check out the speedrunning mode right now. It's free on itch and there are currently like 2 playable levels. As for whether or not the game is fun, I personally think it actually is, which is more than I could ever really say about Adrenaline. I can't explain how easy it is to just actually make progress in Unreal Engine compared to Unity, especially with the multiplayer. So for Unity dev, it's time. Take my hand. I would never let you go. I have got something to tell you all. For the longest time, I was a node coding hater. I thought that they were just a worse version of coding than using words, but now that I've actually used them myself, I have done a complete 180. They just make sense to use, like this is how people are going to code in the future. And making levels is actually the funnest job for me ever to do in this game. Just like placing trees is like the most calming thing a human can do, and at the end when it just comes together, it's good, that's all I can say. A lot of this is just placeholder, so take everything here each with a singular grain of salt. I'm starting to settle into Unreal Engine Town, and it's a nice place. That's all from me from today. That's all from me for today, though I thought I'd just update you all on the state of where I've been in that stuff. And as for the thing I'd say at the end, it is what it is, I guess. And I'll try to make more frequent updates for anyone who's interested.